passionate healthcare providers educational series.
Atomy creates and distributes high-quality products. Things we all use every day, such as shampoo, conditioner, soap, toothpaste and toothbrushes, beauty items, cosmetics, health supplements, and much more. And Atomy is committed to bringing these prestige luxury items to the mass market. This strategy is known as mastige. And Atomy's concept is to enable consumers to swap brands. Atomy has an ethos of absolute quality, absolute price. It means Atomy is dedicated to ensuring its products are of a quality that is unmatchable for the price customers pay. And it's so simple to switch brand when what's on offer is unbeatable in quality and price. Remember that. Absolute quality, absolute price. Quality that is as good as, if not better, than designer brands at a fraction of the price. Atomy is an online shop or shopping mall. And hey, it's free and easy to join and set up an account. Yes, free to join. And once registered as a member, you have exclusive access to the Atomy product range. Here's the really good part. Buying from Atomy gives you points, known as personal point value, or to keep it really short, PPV. Each product has its own PV. Your PPV accumulates and never expires. You only have to make one purchase a year, no matter how small, to keep your account active. And that's no problem, because you love Atomy's absolute quality and absolute price, right? It gets better. You share Atomy's secret with others, they become members, and when they shop, you all earn PV. And what does PV mean? Cash, paid to you as commission. This is a new age of retail. Atomy puts the consumers first and rewards them for their loyalty. Although some members simply choose to shop for their own personal needs, many decide to develop their membership into full-time, lucrative businesses. Let's look at how this works in a little more detail. Let's say you recommend Atomy to your cousin, Jane, because you love using Atomy products so much. You become Jane's sponsor and give her your ID to enable her to register as an Atomy member. Jane is then automatically registered under your A market, your left leg. Then you recommend to your friend Adam, and he becomes registered in your B market, your right leg. Adam could be in Canada or China. Atomy membership is global. You, or Jane, or Adam can then sponsor more members to join your left or right leg, your A or B markets. They are added down the line, and they don't need to live in your country either. Everyone in each of your market legs generates PV. Remember that? Point value? You have your own PV, and every day your market legs generate group PV. As soon as your own PV exceeds 10,000, earned from purchasing one Atomy shampoo or face wash, for example, and each of your market legs exceeds 300,000 each month, you earn commission. Everyone in each of your market legs who qualifies becomes eligible to receive the same amount of commission. The larger your markets and the greater the collective PV, the higher the commission will be. And it's worth noting, keeping your market legs equally balanced is important. Group PV is calculated on the leg with the smaller PV volume. This is part of the secret of success with Atomy. Hard work is never wasted. And it doesn't stop there. As your network grows, so does your regular collective PV. And the hard work invested takes you higher up the ranks of mastership, which comes with life-changing bonuses. You can cherish the spirit of Atomy through its products of absolute quality and absolute price. You can share the good news and reap great rewards by doing so. You may have discovered Atomy compensation videos on YouTube or Channel Atomy already. More details about how it works is freely available. And Atomy's Success Academies and seminars will provide regular, inspiring support to members, and prospective members too.
Okay. So we got about 30 people still coming on. I just wanted to say welcome everyone. Hello, Tammy. Hey, Tammy has joined us on the day. So, and we're going to get ready to jump right on into to what we have on this evening. So I am going to introduce Mara Wilson, our cosmetologist, and we invite you to invite others. We encourage you to invite others because you're going to see what we share tonight on how yummy for your spirit, for your tummy, for your knowledge, you know, for knowing how to work these products and work them right. Okay. So Myra, I'm going to throw the intro to you and we're going to work it on tonight. Okay.
All right, thank you. I'm Myra Wilson. I'm a retired licensed cosmetologist, and I'm going to be talking about 3 products today, and I'd like to share the screen, Ed, if you don't mind.
Okay, I just made you co-host.
Okay. And I want to show. Just a second. Okay. The first thing we're going to talk about is hair essential oils. And then we're going to be talking about this word. I really don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's Sang Modin hair tonic, and then silk protein essence. As I was looking at the product ingredients in the product, I noticed that everything in these products were natural, except for 2 items. And I want to share that with you to show why these items were added into these products. And that's Atomy Hair Essential Oil. Has anybody used Atomy Hair Essential Oil?
I use it every day.
Okay.
Along with the hair tonic, and then I add the hair essential oil.
Well, this is a great product.
I've used it also.
It's a great product. You find this to be really, really good, right?
Yes.
So when you look at the first ingredient in that product, usually the first ingredient is the most that product is made out of. And it's called something else that I can't really pronounce. Cyclopentasiloxane. It is
That's a big one. That's a big one.
It is an emollient cyclic structure silicone that is water thin and it does not stay on the hair, but it evaporates from it. So that's called a volatile silicone. And that's similar to other silicones. It gives the hair a silky smooth feel. But if you notice, it says it evaporates from the hair. The reason why it evaporates from the hair, let me move these people over here so I can see, is because it is volatile. Okay. Now, it has a cousin, the methicone. That's the second ingredient in that product. The reason why they had to add that is very important because it contains the non-volatile, which means it stays on the hair, the methicone. It has, as two are together, they form a water-resistant, breathable, protective barrier on the hair without having that negative, tacky feel. So if you can put up the screen with the essential oils, hair essential oils, I would appreciate it. I will stop my share.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I would like to see the hair essential oils, and let's just go through it.
Do you see it on my screen, on the screen?
Yes, I do. Hair essential oil. Now I want to scroll down some and look at the it contains 8 essential oils.
Do I need to
And
keep
these
going?
oils, pardon me?
Do I need to keep going?
Yeah, you can. You can scroll down as I go.
Okay.
I know that I'm a red person, so I know that the hair can start to lose its color. So this is be a good product for a person who has colored hair, and it smells great. And in the next little part, you can see what all these oils are doing. They're good and to prevent drying out, and contains unsaturated fatty acids. The macadamia is rich in palmitoleic acid, which is great for protecting and moisturizing the hair. And one of the things I said was important about the avocado oil, its high penetration power promotes silky hair, because remember, it's going to close the cuticle, and that avocado oil, I know for sure that stays in the hair. But if you look at the picture below, the under directions, if we scroll down to directions, we can see the directions. It says, use before or after blow drying your hair. Pump a few drops to work sparingly onto damp hair before heat styling. Then smooth through dry hair for a silky finish. So either way you can do it. But one of my suggestions for this is to use this product is to, after shampooing your hair and conditioning it, I would suggest that you would dry it at least 80% and then put the oils into your hair, so that with the heat of the blow dryer, because the cuticle is going to be open, but as soon as it hits that heat of that dryer, is going to make it go into the hair shaft. And once you're done drying it, blow it with a blow of cold air. And that's going to seal those cuticles so that the hair can become shiny and silk. Because a hair strand that is open, it looks dry still. But a hair strand that is closed looks silky and shiny. And that's what we all want. We want silky and shiny hair. And it talks about the pump. One of the things you have to remember when you're buying this and when you're selling it to your customer is to make sure that to tell them to turn it back, because to open it, you open it to the right, but you must close your product, because what'll happen is it'll get clogged and hardened with the oil residue. So you close it back to the left once you're done using it. And if you're having any kind of irritation, redness, itching or anything, common sense should tell you not to use it no more. You shouldn't have to call the office. So let the customer know, don't use it if they're having that. Okay, so now I would like to go to the next one that I'm going to be talking about, and that is going to be Sangamodan hair tonic. Okay. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, let me push this down. Share the screen. And we're going to talk about this Sangmoden. Now let me get to it over here on this. I'm using two computers, y'all. I'm not used to this, so y'all have to bear with me. I don't like the spotlight. Okay, that's the first one up at the top, I believe. Okay. Now everybody's ranting and raving over this tonic. I heard a lot about it. I haven't tried it, but I did read the information on it and kind of studied it a little bit. And I was looking in here in the ingredients. One of the things that I did see, I saw two things. Is silk. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Y'all, why y'all don't say that? Y'all just let me go. It say silk protein essence up here. Nobody said nothing. Okay. Let me go back to the same mold and if I can see it. There it is right there. Sorry. First off, I want to mention this top. You see this top here? The nozzle. The nozzle has an ampule component. And inside of this nozzle, it has harmless gases to keep the product from getting exposed to the air before it can be used. This keeps the product from oxidating, thereby depleting the strength of the product. So you can have it longer. You know, it won't be a waste, and it's built right into the container. And looking at the ingredients, I want Mr. Strozier to go back to the screen. I'm going to stop this. I'm gonna be doing this, y'all. Y'all have to just bear with me. Go back to the screen and pull up the screen with the Sangmoden hair tonic on it, please. And follow along as we look at the ingredients here. One of the things that really excited me, there's the ingredients. Don't go past them. Go back. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Right there is the hydrogenated castor oil. Do anybody know what it means when it says hydrogenated? Well, just holler out if you do. Okay. Well, hydrogenation typically constitutes the addition of pairs of hydrogen atoms to a molecule. So a molecule, anything at a molecular level, can be entered into the hair shaft. So this allows the product to penetrate the hair shaft with this hydrogenized. It helps with the tensile strength, and the tensile strength is how far you can stretch a strand of hair before it breaks. And it also helps with the porosity of the hair strand, which means how much and how fast liquids go into your hair strand. Have you ever tried to shampoo your hair and the water just rolls off your hair? Anybody? You know what that means?
Sure.
That means you have low porosity. Your hair is taking a hard time to soak in water or anything you put on it because it's damaged. But if you wet your hair and all of a sudden it goes from here to here, you have high porosity. And that's pretty good though. That's not a bad thing to have high porosity. And that's one of the ingredients in this product. And what I did appreciate about it is this picture below there, it talks about the penetration process of fermented herbs into the scalp. What is making these herbs go down into the hair shaft and into the scalp? Because you know the scalp is just as important as the hair strand. The thing that's making that happen is that hydrogenated castor oil. No matter how much stuff they got up there, that's the first thing that's going to go in there. And so then it locks in place, and then you have your smooth strand. And again, if you're experiencing rash and redness, irritations, stop using it. Don't let yourself just burn up. Okay. Let me go on now. We're going to do the next one. And that one will be the silk protein essence. Now I'm very interested in this one because it has a lot of good stuff. Now, what I'm going to do, Mr. Strozier, is share the screen again. Technology. Now I got to go over here and find my Silk Essence protein, y'all. Hold on. Don't beat me up. That's up there. Okay, this is down here. Okay. Silk Essence, Silk Protein Essence. This is one of my favorites. Because of something that's found in it, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Did I share the screen already? Yeah, I did.
We can see it.
Okay, let me get it over here so you can actually see it and not see my whole screen. So it says this product has a protein penetrating power of 1,670%. That is a lot. That's a lot of protein. And it helps restore damaged cuticles with proteins. And it contains 18 types of amino acids that help build keratin and delivers nutrition and hair peptides and smooths frizzy hair with betaine. Now, if you notice on the screen, betaine is defined up here. It's anhydrous, that is anhydrous, that is used in cosmetics for its moisturizing power and its ability to protect the skin from irritation. Betaine anhydrous is present in hair treatments for its conditioning, humectant, and volumizing properties. So if you have thin hair, this might be pretty good for you. It reduces the electricity, which usually happens when you have thin hair and the hair just goes out like that. You ever seen somebody's hair just go out like that? And it just, it's like, it looks disheveled after a while. And it makes the hair easy to comb, soft and silky. Silk Protein Hair Essence is perfect for hair that is weak, tangled, dry, and brittle, especially in the heat and air damaged hair. So I want to put the screen back up and let's look at that product, Silk Protein, because it's a lot to say about that product.
Coming right up.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, let's go down past the first part we talked about already. Let's go to see the change in your hair after 2 weeks, after only 2 weeks. And people have testified that it's 100% nourished, more nourished. It improves split ends. And someone said that they noticed the improvement in their hair that was previously damaged from chemicals, treatments, and heat styling. All of these are 100%. And if you look at the screen right there, where we are, where it's talked about looking up under fluorescent light. Now, before the protein was added, the Silk Protein, Atomy Silk Protein Hair Essence was added, you can see that you can't even see the hair strand. Okay. Now they added it, and only after one use, you can see the hair strand and you can see that there is no cuticle standing out. So it went from 0.639 percentage to 1,699.428 percentage. That's how much of an improvement it is, because now it's at 10.271 after immediate use. You kind of wonder what's in there. It has to be something hydrolyzed. One of the things that's on the market that's hydrolyzed that people use is balsam. Anybody have heard of balsam?
Mm-hmm.
Balsam conditioners. Yeah, well, the balsam conditioners are what really actually closes cuticles in a hurry. Keep your hair where you can detangle hair. You got a lot of clients sitting there, you want to probably throw some balsam on it. It's cheap, but it doesn't have all the wonderful things that Atomy products have in it. And because if you, pardon me. Oh,
Sorry about that.
mute yourself, please.
Oh, sorry. Let's go mute.
Okay, so if you see the split ends in the second picture. Look at the before and then after 2 weeks of use. That is a huge difference. Now, if your hair is not splitting, what's going to happen? You're going to turn into Rapunzel after a while because you're going to grow hair and it's not going to break off. And this is something you have to tell people who are trying to grow hair, because there's a frenzy on the internet with growing hair real long, especially natural hair. And you can tell your client, look, after 2 weeks, you can have no split ends. That means you don't have to go get your ends clipped as much as often. And you can have nice, healthy hair. Now, this next picture, it's got real red circles. Okay, this next picture is showing the rough cuticles from chemical heat and heat damage and color treatment. I told you what happens with color. It gets, you see how rough that is? That the first picture before use, that's really rough. The cuticles are standing wide open. Your color is seeping out. But after 2 weeks of use, look how smooth that strand is. And that's what happened when you put this Atomy Silk Protein hair essence on the hair. And it's going to show now how it's unique. You can use generously without rinsing. I would warn you, if you're going to use more than one of these products together, I would kind of weigh it out and let my client know to weigh it out how much to put in there, because it's according to the type of hair. If your hair is nice and fine hair, like and it's not too many strands, you don't want to put too much on it. You're gonna weigh your hair down, and then you're gonna really look like you don't have strands of hair. But if you have nice heavy hair, you might want to just kind of make sure you put two even amounts in there, but not too much, because you still can have over smother the hair with product. You don't want to do that either. So number one, as far as the immediate treatment of the product, if we scroll down some, the immediate treatment of damaged cuticles in plant-derived plants. It's a
Right here.
low molecular weight protein penetrates through the hair cuticle and provide instant relief for damaged cuticles. So that means that it's molecular. So it can go in, but it's nice and light. It's not heavy, and it's a protein. Usually when you put a protein in your hair, what happens is the hair becomes hard. What I appreciate about this product is the betaine. It helps make the hair soft, easy to comb, and shiny. And then also, number 2 says it's 28% reduction in cuticle coarseness from chemical and heat. The betaine again and other ingredients immediately coat the hair surface, preventing damage from heat styling, perms, and UV rays. So if you're always out in the sun with your hair out, you can damage your hair. If you see people who wear scarves all the time, when they take those scarves out, that hair just falls all out down your shoulders most of the time, because they're protecting it from the sun. And so you can help your customer to, see that you can sometimes wrap your hair. That's a protective style too. Just put the scarf on. That's a protective style. because you're buying some pretty scarves today too. Don't let me start talking about fashion. Okay, so the next one is 23% reduction of split ends and rough cuticles with silk amino peptides. It says that 18% of the silk amino peptides, which mimic your hair composition, penetrates to help restore rough ends on your hair. So basically, you're going to have more hair. It's going to look like it, and it's going to keep you from having those rough ends on your hair. Then it talked about the frizzy hair and hair breakage, how it does that. It's mildly acidic, and there's going to be a scale further down that talks about the acidity of this product, how it's at like a 4 when 5 is perfect acidity. It's like neutral, pH neutral, but you want it to be a little bit acidic so that it maintains the oil and water balance of your hair for healthy and silky hair. And it's easy to use. Towel dry, and no need to rinse it. And it says it's feel good hair care with the light foam, they call them bubbles, that goes into the hair strand. Okay, we're going to go down to product information. Why Atomy Hair Protein Essence? Why you want to use that one? Now,
Keep
I'm
going.
trying to
Keep
figure out.
going.
Pardon me.
You want me to keep going?
Sure, you may. Wait a
Okay.
minute. You're going too far. Where you going? Go up, back up, please. Up a little bit more. Up a little bit more. Wait a minute. Yeah, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there.
Right there.
Right there. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was trying to figure out what the CMC code was, but when you look down at the picture, let's go down a little bit. We'll come back up.
Okay.
Go down to where you see hair structure of the. Go
Right
down.
here?
It ain't it. They know hair strand. Right there. Right there.
Okay. Okay.
When you go down here and you look at this hair structure, it's composed of the cuticle, the cortex, and the medulla, and not the medulla oblongata. It's just the medulla of the hair strand. Y'all supposed to laugh at that.
Abdul. Go to
Okay,
here. You get that. I'll do that.
I know. So here, I think that may just be the CMC because I see CCM. So that may be, the cell membrane complex. That means the cuticle, the cortex, and the medulla. Now let me go back up and let's talk about that. The components of the CMC code.
Right here?
Up more. Right there.
Okay.
The CMC forming compounds are consisting of proteins, amino acids, and peptides. And then protein. So you got some proteins, but then you got the protein protected, which is betaine. Betaine, what we talked about earlier, makes the hair easy to comb, soft and shiny, makes sure your hair is not weak and dry and tangled and brittle. That's very important. Let's go down. And you see it first. Somebody came into was one of our customers. The hair was all dry, coarse, split ends due to a lack of proteins. So they buy a product and they go home and they shampoo their hair. And you see them in 2 weeks because they want to buy some more products because now the hair is healthy and shiny after being treated with nourishing proteins. And proteins brings repair, moisture, vitality, health to dry, coarse, and damaged hair. Of course, when you're using these products, you want to put these products in your hair, but you also want to make sure that you don't use a lot of friction. Let's go down to the bottom, not to the bottom, but down to it says external irritants that cause hair damage. Right there. You want to make sure you don't cause a lot of friction by brushing. And how you prevent that is you can massage your own, after you put your product in, you can massage it in with the tips of your finger, but not moving your hair around, but move your scalp around. You see where your scalp is moving? And so that will help to wake up your oil glands in your scalp. And then you can lightly brush and turn that brush and pour. Tell that to your client too. I ain't just showing y'all this, because I know y'all want to look good. But you can tell your client to take that brush and hold it like that, and then turn it as you go down the hair like that. And that will draw up the oils from your follicle. And that will help. I just thought I'd throw that in there because I do know that. And then the process of hair damage. How do you get hair damage? The cuticles open and crack when exposed to external irritants due to rapid evaporation from the hair surface. Evaporation of your protein, your product, your color. And the CMC is the first to get it damaged inside the cuticle, which is your complex, your cortex, and your medulla, and your cuticle. That's what's inside the cuticle. So damage to the CMC weakens the cuticle and makes it lose protein, resulting in cuticle damage. That's why the strand, you saw that strand standing wide open. Hair strands can be minimized. Hair damage can be minimized by a coat of essence, because it bonds those cuticles back together, and inside there goes other good things. That protein is going in there, then it's shutting it down in there. It's locked in, so that'll keep it from being damaged and breaking. And it restores the function of CMC and cuticles with sufficient supply of protein, and this is important. Now we're going to go down to how to restore damaged hair. And this picture says it all. Go down some more. Right there. It says, use frequently as a treatment, no need to rinse. That says it all. You can use that on your hair before you go to out for your day. And it's a lot of more information about the CMC code and peptides and amino acids. Did anybody know that amino acids protect the hair? With 18 types of amino acids identical to those found in the composition of hair. So taking amino acids by mouth might be good too if you want to grow your hair. So I think that is going to be it for, because it's a lot more. Oh, wait a minute, go down some more. I got to show y'all this, because this is another fluorescent microscopic look at a cross cut of a hair. Could you please go all the way down to where you see the green circles? There, right there. Results of hydrolyzed. Remember that word, hydrolyzed? That was in the essence. It was in the hair, sangdaman. It was in the sangmo.
The hair tonic. We did say hair tonic.
It was in the hair tonic.
Yes.
Now, it says the results of hydrolyzed vegetable protein penetration in hair with a fluorescent microscope. So even right here, that white circle you see, that's untreated hair, and it's invisible. You can't even see it. Now, this one is treated, and then they put the fluorescent light on it, and you can see it formed I guess you can say a wall or a barrier around the hair. And this is how it looks after the application, the second one. But look, after you shampoo your hair, that barrier is still there. So that's good. That means you're going to have more product. It's less to put on, because your hair is still going to be, the cuticle is going to be closed, and your hair is going to be shiny. Okay. And so I like this picture too, the SEM analysis of hair shape. If you go down to the four blue boxes. There you go. They're purple on you, and they blue on mine. It says, forms coating on the surface of hair and prevents lifting of cuticle from heat and damage. Because you can go through all those changes with other products, and then put the hair, the straightener on your hair with the hot comb, and then all your stuff is gone out the window. Your hair, you done lifted your strand up. You ever press your hair and or relax your hair and it still look nappy, especially on the ends? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all all the same way. When I'm black, y'all black. That's what happens. You need these products. You tell your client, if you have a stylist as a client, sell them on these products. Because even if you ain't no good stylist, you can put this on the child hair, honey, and it's gonna look good because it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. It's gonna close those cuticles. You know, it might not be able to sell an end clipping, but you can sell your products to them. You know what I'm saying? So that just shows you that last picture at the bottom is a closed cuticle. That hair look good. If you got like 60,000 of them per square foot, so square inch, that hair is pretty. Okay, and so it decreases your split ends and it prevents breakage again. And then let's go to the scale. Let's just look at the scale real quick, and I'm gonna kind of close it out. Go down to the scale, please. Okay, look at that scale. Now, alkaline is over here. Can you believe? Now, I can't believe this. That somebody's hair is on the alkaline end, damaged barrier, itchiness, dry scalp, rough hair down there. But it is like that. That's 14. That's like acid over here. I mean, you know, alkaline is worse than acid. Alkaline can burn you way faster than the acid that we're talking about here. But this is really rough hair. But this is what Atomy Silk Protein Essence keeps the hair right here, at right up under the neutral, which is 5.5 is our neutral, I believe. I can remember, I did pass y'all. But we're right in the middle between 4.5 and 5 pH balance. And over here now you have excess oils and sensitive scalp and external irritants, but you're right there where it's almost perfection. So when hair and skin are slightly acidic, they are most moisturized and healthy. So hair that is more alkaline from frequent permanent coloring can become dry and itchy due to being weakened against external irritants and lack of hydration. Therefore, by treating your hair slightly with a slightly acidic hair essence, your hair becomes more flexible and more healthier. That's the science. That's just it. I mean, it really is the way it is, because it closes the cuticle, and that's what we all want to do. So let me just share the screen one more time as I close out. I did all this work on this PowerPoint, so y'all got to look at this.
Okay.
Okay, I want to say in summary, the three products we have discussed are taken from Strozier. Indeed, absolute quality, absolute price, made by people that care. And I want to say thank you. I'm Myra Wilson, cosmetologist, retired, and that's my Gmail.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, you can stop sharing your screen. All right. I know we have some questions. Okay. So, but hold on to your question. We getting ready to go into when we have our ask the doctor question and answer part. What we do, we answer any question, any questions. So, but before we do that, we always have a couple of testimonies, and there's one testimony that I must show. We had an event this past weekend, and Maggie came over and told her testimony, and I would like to share that because from this testimony, there was and Myra when they told a friend of hers about it, and Ahmed when they told a friend of hers about it, and one of the two might be on here. But what I'm gonna do, I need to show this testimony that Maggie did last week. But if one of the people that either Ahmed told about it and they saw some immediate results, we would like them to share. But let me share this other testimony. It's only going to be about 6 minutes, okay? But it's going to be powerful, very powerful, okay?
That time I was dying, being home by myself. That time my husband and my kids, I have one of them here today. They were out to Europe on vacation, and I was home alone. That's when I heard my bell ring, and it was Florence and Wellesley. So I have to tell you, that time I was praying that God sent me something to make me feel good because I was extremely in pain with all the radiation, with all getting chemo every single day. After the day you got chemo, that's when you feel bad. That's not the day. It's the day after or 2 days after. That's when the pain gets into you. And it was extremely, extremely hard. Sometimes I have to be on the floor crawling to make myself feel better. And when I heard my bell, I was like, like an old lady calling, trying to get to the door. It takes me like 20 to 15 minutes before I enter Florence and Wellesley. And when they saw me, I was so frail, pale. And then they said, "Oh, Maggie." And then I walked back. They walked with me back and put me on the chair. No hair, nothing. I was so dark. My nails, my tongue, my eyes, they were so dark. And when Florence said to Wesley, "Go to the car and bring her the hemorrhage," because we've been doing, at first we were in the network marketing before, trying to get our way out, finding some money, but it's unfortunately we couldn't get any from that company. So that's why I met them. And friends gave me one of the hemorrhage that day. As soon as I put that thing in my mouth, I'm like, I don't think I will be able to drink this. And before they leave my house that day, within 30 minutes, I felt something crawling to my vein, my blood flowing. I was not able to see clearly. I was blurry completely. Within 30 minutes, I'm like alive. My blood was so low, they rejected me chemo that week because I couldn't get chemo. If I got it, I would have died or something would have happened, because the following week they were getting ready for me to get me plasma. And that's when I got the hemorrhage, and I continued taking it. When I went back the following week, every time you go, you have to do blood work. And then the nurse said, "What's going on?" After getting blood work, waiting for the results, and then sitting on the big chair, getting chemo, things like that. And the nurse said, "What's going on? What are you getting? Keep getting it." That's what she said. And then the same thing when the doctor walked in and then tell me, "Oh, your blood just jumped. What is going on? What are you been thinking?" I'm like, "I don't know," because I couldn't tell. If I say anything, it would have said, "You know what? You have to stop everything." So I didn't say anything until I was done with chemo. I got a degree burn from the radiation. They were telling me that it's because what you putting on, and as the it was only the atomic product was able to clear me, wash me from inside and out. Since then, guys, I've been on it until now. It's been 5 years now. The first year, right there, it was Greenhead Hospital by that time, told me that you were on a survivor list. Until now, everything is clear.
Yeah.
I was so dark, like this color, you will never recognize me. The hemoim and all the other products that I'm still getting clear me up, give me all the energy that I needed, and also, give me the good health. Stay here. Now I'm cancer free. I can feel it through my bones. No more cancer. Checkup was every 3 months, and then every 6 months, and after that every year, so that now I don't even go see them anymore. Yes, I've been clear, and thank God, because God sent me those angels.
Okay, it's about 9:27. We're gonna get ready to go on this evening. Everyone continue to be blessed and be a blessing to others. Be a blessing to others. Share this information. We'll be right back here next week at the same time, 8 o'clock. Those that want to come earlier and do some worship and praise, we start at 7:30. Okay. But at 8 o'clock, this program begins, and we want to come share our testimony, learn about information, and also, ask the doctor. Okay. And we hope to hear many other testimonies as we continue. Okay. So let us all say good night to one another. Good night, one another.
Okay, good night,
Good night.
everybody.
Good night.
So happy
Night.
to
Good
see all
Night.
your
Good
faces.
night.
The past Saturday.
Good night,
Good night,
everyone.
Good night.
everyone.
Good night.
I was
Good
so
night,
happy to
Desmond.
see all those beautiful
Good
faces
night.
Saturday.
Yes. Thank you
Yes,
for
it's good to see
hosting
you.
Yes,
us.
oh my
Good
God. I
night.
was so
Yes.
happy to see all of you guys.
Good
So
night.
please go out there. Remember,
Good
your
night.
mouth, your
Good
tongue is
night.
yours. We have to talk, about a product. Our mouth is your store, because people out there don't know you have this. We can save a lot of lives. Let's
Yes.
go, guys. Very nice to see all of you this past
Kathleen.
Saturday. Bye bye. Good night.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Kathleen.
Hi, Miss Beverly.
Good night. Love you
Thanks,
guys.
Reed. Thanks,
Yes.
Cody.
Awesome.
My.
Thanks for the great information.
Indeed. Oh, Francis. Hello. Good to
Hey,
see you.
Patsy.
Hey.
Good
Hey,
evening.
Francis.
Good. I'll see you. I see you Saturday. Looking
Yeah,
One
I'm
forward.
gonna give you a
o'clock.
call. I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Good night.
Good
I
night.
finally
Hi,
figured out how
everyone.
to
Good
unmute.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, Dr. Olita.
Good night.
We stand at the door and wave at everybody until they're gone. When they leave the house.
Give him a hug on the way out.
Still waving as she has to drive down the street.
My. That works right there. Okay.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I have a couple calls to go return.
Well, I'm gonna check out, you guys.